welcome to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Today we'll be having a look at the Man City Crystal Palace game, so thanks so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. It's going to take some time to get used to the kit. It is a little bit weird, but I'm sure, you know, I'm sure there must be a reason behind it, but it's a little bit weird. It's like a orange and yellow, but or pink. It's like a pinky orange and yellow. It's really interesting, but nice they've done something different, at least I suppose. This game finished 2-0 to Manchester City, and I thought City deserved to win the game. I thought they dominated pretty much from start to finish. There was some chances for Crystal Palace. They had two in particular where Ederson made some really good saves, but City could have had maybe 6. They had so many chances to kill it off, and they didn't, and they only won by 2 goals, and it should have been more. It should have been 4 or 5, the amount of chances they had. When the team lineups got given out, there was a lot of confusion by City's lineup. We'll go through them in a minute. But first of all, we'll start with Crystal Palace. Hennessy was in goal. Ward, Tompkins, Cahill and Van Aanholt, Milivojevic, Koyate, Schlupp, MacArthur, Zaha and Ayew were Crystal Palace's team. Manchester City's team: Ederson, Cancelo at right back. There was an injury to Kyle Walker. He wasn't involved in the squad at all today. Next, Fernandinho and Rodrigo were the centre-backs. So there was no John Stones. There was no Laporte, obviously he's injured. Otamendi was out for whatever reason. And Eric Garcia, who's like the youngster, he wasn't trusted at all. So it was 2 defensive midfielders at centre-back, which was very, very interesting. There was no Zinchenko. Mendy played at left-back. In midfield, Gundogan, Silva and De Bruyne. Further forward, Bernardo, Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. So it was Rodri and Fernandinho playing at centre-back. And they weren't tested too much, but they did look a bit shaky in the first half, in my opinion. Second half, I think that they dealt with everything fairly well. It didn't look comfortable, in my opinion. They dealt with it fine, but I think going forward they'll probably need Stones in there, in my opinion, and Fernandinho, and allow Rodri, who probably wasn't the least comfortable, to play further forward in that defensive midfield role. City started the game on the front foot, as you would expect City to do. That's what they do to pretty much every team, and in this game they had 72% possession, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So really good from City, particularly away from home, to have that much possession. 21 attempts, 7 for Crystal Palace, 10 shots on target for City, just 2 for Crystal Palace. And they really dominated. But let's get into the first half. The City started the game on the front foot, but they took them a while to get the first goal of the game. There was a few chances. Loose ball picked up Bernardo Silva, who finds David Silva, but the shot was straight at Hennessy. That was in the 7th minute. Just going down, I made so many notes. There were so many chances. Sterling played a 1-2 with Gundogan, but his ball would find Crystal Palace shirt in the box. Palace then had a couple of counter-attacks, but then it went straight back to City dominating the game. Gundogan had a shot saved by Hennessy's leg. This took a deflection, and it was a good save in the end, actually. Rodri slips, playing in Zaha, and that was an interesting moment. Zaha was running forward, and there was Raheem Sterling to put in an absolutely brilliant challenge. And it was a really good challenge, and he won the ball fair and square. Cancelo had a shot that was saved. Then Fernandinho with a pass that was under hit. Zaha picks it up. Gundogan with a foul. 33 minutes. Milivojevic free kick was straight at the wall. That was poor. 35th minute. Hennessy had apparently his second warning for time wasting, which is really weird to be time wasting at 35 minutes when you're 0-0 at home. But he was warned apparently it was for the second time about time wasting. 39th minute, the goal came. Fernandinho gets the ball out wide to Bernardo Silva, puts in a lovely ball to Jesus, whose header is off the post and in, scoring his 50th goal for Manchester City. That's not bad for somebody his age. And City got their opening goal, and that was a very big goal, because at that point they were creating chances, but they weren't doing anything with it. And if it had gone 0-0 at the break, City would have been really disappointed. I think Crystal Palace would have been motivated by the fact they hadn't conceded against City in the opening 45 minutes. At 41st minute, another goal. De Bruyne leads the counter-attack, goes out wide to Jesus, to Mendy, who lays off to Sterling. Sterling's chip ball is absolutely brilliant over the defence. There was David Silva on the volley into the back of the net through the legs of Wayne Hennessy, and he made it 2-0. Really, really, really good goal. And then it ended up being half time. Sterling was booked in the second half for a late challenge on Ward. A little tussle between the two with Sterling picking up that yellow card. Kouyaté had a chance from outside the box, but he balloons it over. Jesus with a run, giving the ball to Sterling, who comes off the shot and hits the post behind for a goal kick. Silva wins the ball, plays a 1-2 with Gundogan before leaving the ball for Sterling, who puts it wide, and this was a continuous theme. 55th minute, there was a change. Schlupp came off for Townsend, and in this sort of time, they did start to look a little bit better going forward, Crystal Palace. De Bruyne ran down the wing, goes down under pressure from Zaha, nothing given. This was given to VAR, and as soon as I knew it was given to VAR, I thought, well, there's no chance it's going to be overturned. They don't overturn anything. There's no point even having a look, and that is exactly what happened. I don't really know why they even bothered. They knew they weren't going to overturn it. They took absolutely ages, but before they'd even given it, I wrote down nothing going to be given. Never going to be given. I don't understand why they're so weird about it. Obviously, I don't know if it was a penalty or not myself. I thought there was a case, but they didn't give it, which is fine, but it's weird that they don't overturn anything. They always go with the referee. There was a case the other day where the off-field referee, the VAR, thought it was a penalty but didn't want to overturn it. So what's the point in having VAR? It's a weird system. There was also a case of the Tottenham no goal today, but apparently it was given as a goal because the ref heard goal instead of no goal. But I'm not sure if that's true because I just saw that on Reddit, but I'm not sure if that's a 100% fact, but it was from a verified account, so I don't know. Obviously, we'll probably find out more after matches today and whatever, but I just find it difficult that they're so weird about how they use the technology. Really weird. Milivojevic came off for Benteke, and straight away this had an impact. Corner comes in for Palace, comes to Benteke, whose header produces what I describe as a world-class stop from Ederson. He made a really, really good save here. 76 minutes, down to 2-1. It would have made the game a completely different game, but Ederson, who'd had absolutely nothing to do in this game at that point, made a tremendous save. De Bruyne gives the ball to Sterling, who hits it wide. David Silva then come off for John Stones as he tried to settle things down at the back. Gundogan with a cross in. Kevin De Bruyne then hits the post. Cancelo's shot is blocked by Cahill. Bernardo Silva passes to an overlapping Cancelo, but his cross is put wide by Sterling. Another chance for Sterling that he missed. Shot from Zaha produces a great save from Ederson, and Ayew puts the ball way over from a tight angle. So we'll get into the statistics. 72% possession for City, as I said. Second half it was 69%. First half 75% for City, and Crystal Palace only had those two chances in the game, and both were really good saves by Ederson, particularly the first one. And that was the difference. If they'd have scored those, then it would have been a different game because City was so wasteful. Going on to the standings, City retain their place in second position after they temporarily dropped out with Leicester getting the win against Burnley today. And Chelsea also winning against Newcastle. Man City are up to second in the table with 19 points. They are 5 points behind Liverpool, who go to Old Trafford tomorrow in a game I'll definitely be covering in some way. Crystal Palace stay in 6th place with 14 points. So they're having a really good start to the season. So it's a good win for City overall. That is my review. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any different opinions, then feel free to get them in the comments. I'd love to hear how you think the game went. And if you agree with me, I'd love to hear as well. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to smash the like on it. I'd really appreciate it. I've had some really good support in the last few videos. So I really do appreciate everyone watching my videos and smashing the like button and things like that. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.